Scott Gecas joins us now from the edge of the trading floor. He's with Walsh Trading. Kind of a quiet, meandering market here this morning, Scott. What do you make of this?
Yeah, it's really quiet compared to yesterday. Yesterday, we've seen a little bit of a sharp sell-off just due to the whole weather factor being into play. So weather going forward, before we get into this August report, weather is definitely going to be in main focus. So we have very hot and dry temperature for the next few days, but then we're looking for a little bit below normal temperatures with a little bit of that Hurricane Barry coming through, adding a little bit of moisture in. So we're going to see how this is really going to play out. But everyone that we've been talking to, farmers as traders, everyone's focusing on the weather right now. The inspections came in light pretty much across the board. That is definitely throwing a wrench in a little bit of things here and there. But, we've seen that big sell-off yesterday. It was a lot of fund liquidation. It looks like that's a little bit of continuation from yesterday, too.
I know a lot of folks, especially now, they will definitely welcome a little rain just to keep that crop going out there. But, man, I've heard so many people talking about how hard the ground is from all the compaction this spring.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that are stressing, especially in the corn. We're only at about 17% silking stage, so they definitely need that little bit of moisture. So if we get that moisture, things are going to shape up a little better. But if we don't, they're going to run into a little bit more problems.
Okay, we'll come back and take a look at our cattle and hog market action as well. We're talking with Scott Gecas, and we'll be back right after these messages. Come on back. Well, we're back, and we are talking with Scott Gecas. He's with Walsh Trading Incorporated. And we're going to be taking a look here at our livestock trade. Scott, first off, impression here of the strength in the hog market day 2, weakness in the cattle market day 3 here. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird dynamic. So with everybody's saying that the sky's falling with the U.S. stock market. The numbers are not saying that. We expect the cattle demand to increase a little bit. We do have about a 480 million pound drop off between fourth quarter to first quarter. That's the biggest drop since about 2003. So we're going to see how that's really going to affect things moving forward. And as far as the hog market goes, I mean, you're seeing things all over the place. China came out and said it affected 25% of their herd, which early reports are we don't know what to believe out of that. So we're seeing a big increase in Chinese pork prices. The U.S. market is following that, so we expect to see a little bit more upside. We're keeping an eye on that $80 level. That's definitely a key support and resistance level.
Let's take a look at prices on the live cattle board right now in Chicago. We have continuing weakness, and we have the October down 78, trading at 108.47 right now, and you have the December down 77 at 112.95. On the feeder cattle, let's switch over there where we have the September $1.47 lower. We're at 140.40, and we have the October down $1.45 right now at 140.78, exactly $1 off of our earlier high this morning. The losses are all over $1 in the feeder cattle market all across the board there so far. Now, on the other hand, you look at the lean hog trade. Lean hogs have had signs of strength basically all morning long. They've been kind of in this same general area. The August is up 80 cents. Remember yesterday, the August closed lower when everything else was higher. The October, though, up $1.28 once again. We're at 76.58, and we have December now up $1.18 at 74.53. Scott, you and I talked quite a bit about the use of options in the grain market, but is that something that's very viable here in the livestock trade these days?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially with all the weather premium coming into play, you have to be able to use options to, use them for protection. There are some people that are using options for speculation, not very much in the protein complex. It's more protection-wise. So you definitely have to watch that flow, see where the open interest is, see where those contracts are building. That's what we focus on.
So are the livestock producers out there going kind of hand-to-mouth on their feed needs these days, or what's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, one of the things that we were looking for with the live cattle especially is, all the U.S. economic numbers. So with the economic numbers being as strong as they are, we expect that demand to continue moving forward. However, with that drop-off of the weights from the fourth to the first quarter, we expect that demand to definitely start to show up very soon. So we're going to see how this is really going to play out.
Interesting. All right. Thank you, Scott. Always a pleasure. Scott Gecas with Walsh Trading in Chicago.